Hi there, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Andrea and I love the Pilates method. You'll find my channel to have workouts and tutorials and dissections of the exercises, the occasional unboxing. Do click the red subscribe button and the bell icon if you want to be notified every time I publish a video. And let's get into today's content. Today is a request from my lovely British friend, Karen Eccles. And her question, this question and this tutorial fits into the collaboration that I'm doing with Lesley Logan of Profitable Pilates. She's my LA colleague. And we have a series that's called The Struggle is Real. And oh boy, do these 3 exercises fit into that category. And we're gonna be on the mat. And the exercises that Karen asked about are the high scissors, the high bicycle, and the shoulder bridge. And you know, they're kind of like a little trifecta, so I kind of wanted to include them in the same video. And okay, so just know, Karen, that you're not alone. These 3 exercises cause the most angst in Pilates students and teachers of any other exercise, especially when we're talking about the mat. And the way that I'm going to tell you to do them, I have to just tell you this story because when I was studying with Jay in our class, we got to these exercises, and the way that these exercises are ultimately, you're trying to do them is not easy, and often there'll be someone in the room, as there was one in my class, that says, oh my gosh, well that's just not possible. To which Jay responded, yes, it is possible, it's just very hard to do, and it's challenging, but it's not impossible. So let's take a look at the high scissors, high bicycle, shoulder bridge. I'm just going to do them briefly so we know what we're talking about. And then we'll talk about strategies, where else you can work on them, what to do about the side kicks. I mean, not the side kicks kneeling. Whew. Well, that's another video. I'll put that in the box too. Okay, so the high scissors, high bicycle, and the shoulder bridge. Looks familiar. And then you're going to stretch one leg away. And you know, it's really the same scissors that you do all over the studio, except now you're in the air. And if that's a little bit unclear, this is the scissors. And we all know how to use our stomachs on this one. So you're going to do the same thing up in the air. Don't forget your stomach. And then you go right into the bicycle. And then there's a few ways to get down into the shoulder bridge position, where you finally have your feet on the ground. And then you'll be nice to your back on the way down. So that's what we're going to talk about. And you may be asking yourself, aren't those the same exercises that I can do on the small barrel and the spine corrector? Yes, these are the very same exercises that are done on the spine corrector and the small barrel. And that is your best training ground for doing them by yourself on the mat, where you have to be your own small barrel or spine corrector. And work them well on the barrels. And when you're doing your mat, it's really the same upside down position that you visit in every upside down exercise. Jackknife, rolling like a ball, control balance. It's all just different things that you're doing to challenge that position upside down. And do keep your pace brisk. You don't need to do a million of them up there, like 2 to 3 sets briskly. You know, you're in the air. So it's not, you don't want to stay up there forever. And in a moment, we're going to talk about exactly how to get some options to get down into the shoulder bridge. You can tell those are hard exercises because I just did them and now I can't talk. So let's look at the different ways you can enter the shoulder bridge from the previous 2 exercises. And this can change as you may be good with one way to transition, and that may develop into the ultimate way over time. So the simplest way to go from your scissors bicycle position to your shoulder bridge as you're starting is just to place your arms down,
roll down, and then come up in your shoulder bridge. And in your shoulder bridge, you're trying to put your elbows as far under you in line with your shoulders as you can, and you're trying to put your hands, I kind of put them at the top of my, like at the back, bottom of my low back, top of my hips, right under the hip bones. And I'm a little sway back, so I like to kind of lengthen the flesh of my bottom toward my heels so that I'm pulling my stomach in and it encourages my bottom to do something. So, and then to get out of your shoulder bridge, of course, you would just roll down. So that's like if you're just starting the exercises and you're kind of figuring out how to do these 3 exercises. So then once you're more proficient, you've done your scissors, your bicycle. You can take one leg at a time, switching your fingers to go out to the side to come down into your shoulder bridge. And then ultimately, you'll take both legs at the same time, trying to land without too much of a noise, and switching your hands. And then you'll do your shoulder bridge, and you'll roll all the way back down again.
Let's take a look again at where the hand placement is when you're in the scissors and bicycle, and then how it changes to the shoulder bridge. And I'm just going to show you when my body is up in the air, so you can see the transition. I won't actually be doing it during the change of the exercise.
So I like to put my hands, all the fingers facing up, kind of right at the bottom of my low back, and then I'm really lifting my bottom up to the ceiling. So that the scissor is going to go kind of up, my leg goes up over my bottom. My bottom is the spine corrector in this scenario. Yeah. And ideally, we see all those lovely pictures of people in a nice big split here, I don't have a nice big split, but this is really making your job easy because you have this lovely counterbalance of this leg over you, and this one leg should stay up to the ceiling as one leg goes away. Because control balance, one leg stays up to the ceiling while the leg goes the other way.
So don't be a cheater. Even if your scissor is teeny tiny, that's perfectly okay. That's the part that's hard, but not impossible. And over time, at first when you first learn them, whatever scissor you do up there, whatever held bicycle you do is perfectly fine. But then as you're refining, you're going to want to keep one leg still and one leg stretches away over that imaginary spine corrector. So give that a try. Karen, I hope that you found that helpful. Let me know your successes. Share it in a comment below. And, I want to talk about one more thing before I zoom away. When is this a good series to add on the mat? And what is required to be able to do this series? We sort of already talked about that a little bit. You want to make sure that they can sustain the position upside down. You or your client can sustain that upside down position. The same position as they do for the jackknife, rolling like a ball, control balance, all of those exercises. Tower, other things in the Cadillac, the same upside down position. And they should be able to do them on the spine corrector or the small barrel because that's going to really train them how to do the exercises. And then they just have to deal with the challenging scenario that is the mat. So those are all really good places to go. So the shape of the back, the lift and the strength of the powerhouse, so all of the exercises are going to help them do that. And just more cultivation of control, more cultivation of balance, and time. Practice, practice, practice. So I hope that helps. I hope that answered your question. And I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye! 8, 9, last one. Just 3 sets of each of the ab series. Single leg pull, double leg pull. Big breath in, big breath out. Last one.